welcome to the next series of our class, that is locators. So in the last class we discussed all the basic things regarding how to install, set up Selenium with Java and with support Maven projects. That was completed, it was successfully integrated, and I think also we could able able to execute that. So now we are ready with the setup. So let's proceed. The most important feature or topic in Selenium is locators. So this is a key, basically this is a key chapter, I can say, because all kind of interaction, whatever may be the interaction, we usually do using locators. So let's proceed with that, so that like you will get clear understanding what exactly it is and how exactly it functions and how exactly it helps in automation. Yeah, let's proceed. Locators are used in Selenium to identify elements on a web page like buttons, text fields, drop downs, links, images. Okay. So what are locators? Basically, locators are used in Selenium to identify elements on a web page. To identify elements, like let's say we have a web page, right? So on that web page, we have different elements. Like it might be button, it might be a text field, it might be a drop down, it might be a link, it might be image. So for identifying all those elements, we require locators. Basically, locators are used for that. Let's proceed with one by one. If you will see, Selenium provides 8 locators. Okay, what are these? First one is ID. Let's cover one by one. Then I will go deep. Next one is name. First one is ID. Second one is name. Third one is class name. Fourth one is tag name. Fifth one is link text. Sixth one is a partial link text. One minute. So should be seventh, right? Where is the seventh one? Oh, perfect. Sorry, okay. Somehow we skip one. So seventh one is CSS selector, which is considered as fast and powerful, and the eighth one is XPath. Okay. Let's complete this. Let's start with ID. So ID is most preferred. It is uniquely identifies an element. Basically what happens, like one element, let's say the element is username. Let's consider one login page. Okay, so how exactly we do in login page, right? So in login page, let me open one website, maybe we'll get some clarification. Okay, so let me open Chrome. That is better. Let me open one website that is called SauceLab. Okay, you can refer this one. You can use this for your reference also. Let me close some pop-ups. One second. Okay, so saucedemo.com. Let me open that. Yeah, this one, perfect. You can refer this one actually. Okay, so if you will see here what exactly it is showing, it is required. This is a login page, right? So we require username, password, and we need to click on login. Okay, and if you will see here, the benefit of this benefit of using this website is See, username and password both are here. That means it has multiple usernames and one password, right? So that's what we face in real time scenario also, right? I mean, what happens basically in an application, multiple users usually log in, but means password will be obviously different in real time. But here, for demo purpose, this site was given for logging with different users. Okay, so if you will see here, what we require username, password, and we need to click on login button. Okay, so if you will see here, how we'll inspect. So just a right click. Okay, click on inspect. Okay, right click, click on inspect. Okay, after that what you do, just if you will see, there is a arrow button. Okay, not button, I mean say arrow symbol. Just click on that. Okay, see, I took my mouse cursor there on the arrow and click. After that, just take the mouse to username. Okay, if you will see here, one minute, let me make it little bit above. Okay, if you will see here, this username field have different attributes. What are those attributes? Like there is a tag called input. The attribute is class. There is a class name. Placeholder, that is username. Type, it is a text, so basically it is a text field. Okay, it is a text field. Type is text. Data test username, ID. See, there is a ID, right? We are talking about that only. So this ID is unique, so username. Okay, and name also given. Name is username. Autocorrect off, those are fine. So most important thing, we are talking about ID, right? If you will see here, there is a ID. That's what I'm trying to tell. So let's go back to our to our documents. So this is the ID. Okay, so for example, this is the HTML. Example HTML. What is HTML? This one only. This is HTML, right? So if you will go back, so this is for example, but we saw it in a real time, right? Like that only. Input, class, everything is there. So here, like the example is input. Let's say ID is equal to username. That's what we saw here, right? And type is equal to text. You will see here exactly same thing we saw, right? Type is equal to text. ID is equal to username. Okay, so that's how we interact. And in Selenium, how we write down? We write down driver dot find element by dot id username dot send keys. Let's say Anil. What is send keys? Send keys means it will enter the value. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's execute one program. Let me open IntelliJ, and whatever we discussed till now, let's execute that in a programmatic way, so that you will get clear idea. Sorry, 1 minute, I was supposed to open something else. Okay, in last class we executed Google test. Let's execute one more thing. So yeah, similar way, let me also explain to you. Yeah, this is username, right? So let's execute that. Okay, so let's create one class. Maybe we can give the name as 1 minute. Java class. So let's give the name locators test. I mean, let's put it as obviously it is Selenium Locators test. Let's create one class like that. Then after that, what we require? We require main method, obviously. Main, enter. Then we will instantiate WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Then what we'll do? Driver dot get, we need to navigate to the URL. So earlier we were using, where we are navigating, okay, before that let's good thing, yeah, before that let's maximize the window. Okay, let's go with the minimize mode, then we can do the maximization. Okay, so what we can do, basically we'll navigate to this page. Okay, so let's put this URL here. Okay, then after that what we did, driver, no, after that what we need to do, we need to enter the username. So let's write down that code also. Driver dot, what we will do, driver dot find element because we need to find the element of which one, which element, username. So how we'll find out? Driver dot find element by dot id. Okay, so that way we can find out, like we can either use total 8 locators we can use either id, class name, then tag name, class name, I mean say css, okay, link test, partial link test, all things we are going to cover. But now we are going to execute or use the locator's id. Let's put the id. What is the id here? If you will see, id is, let's copy from here, id is what? Username. Just copy that by dot id like that. Okay, now we identified which one. We identified this username. After identifying, we need to put the value. So value we'll get from here. You will see there is a list of usernames, so any value you can put. But for that we can have one more method also, like we need to use one more method that is called send keys for entering some value in the text. Okay, so it is send keys. So with that send keys method we can able to, okay, with send keys we can enter the value in the text box. Okay, so let's enter the value. What value we want to enter? We can copy from here. Username. Let's enter here. Okay, let's run this now. Let's see whether it is entering username or not. Let's run this. Right click, run locator test.main. Let's see what it is showing. Just observe. It should open the Chrome browser, then it will navigate to sourcedemo.com website, then it will enter username as standard underscore user in username field. That is our that should be our result. Let's see what it is giving. Okay, okay, perfect. Okay, it is open Chrome browser, it will navigate to sourcedemo.com. Okay, now it is navigating and it will enter username as standard user. Perfect, absolutely working fine. Now we can, what we can do, we can maximize the browser. Like that's what we can do. That is not means, that's not an a big thing, we can do that, but yeah, so let's do that also. So what we can do, driver dot manage. In previous class we complete means also we executed that, driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. So what it will do, it will maximize the browser. Okay, let's run this one more time. Now what it will do, it will open the Chrome browser, it will maximize the browser, then it will navigate to sourcedemo.com, then it will enter username as standard underscore user. That's it. See, it will open the browser. Now it will maximize. See, it will maximize the browser. Then navigate to sourcedemo.com. Now it will enter username as standard underscore user. Perfect. Absolutely working fine. Okay, let's move to the next locator. Name. Next locator is name. Let's see what is the functionality of this. Used when ID is not available. Okay, if let's say in one of the case ID is not available, here ID is available. Okay, but let's say ID, there will be some cases you will find their ID will be not available. So in that case, your second preference will be, you will go with the name. Okay, here the name will be like that. Input, let's say name is equal to email. Okay, and how will you use? Same, exact same thing. Driver dot find element by dot, earlier we are using ID, right? Instead of ID, just put name, by dot name. Then put the value. Like what is the value? Value is here, the value is email. Okay. Then same thing, dot send keys. What is the value you want to enter? So here, what we understand? Everything is same. Instead of name, we'll put ID. Sorry, instead of, okay. Instead of ID, we'll put name. Let's go and do that. Okay, before that, what I can do? This time, let's use password field. Okay, let's inspect password field. How I will do? Just click the, as I told earlier, just click on the arrow button. Okay, then after that, take the arrow button to password and click there. You will see what is the password field attributes. Like it is input, there is a class, there is a placeholder, there is a type, there is a data test, there is ID, there is a name. So basically we required which one? Name. Okay, let's do that. So what we can do? Same, exact same what I told. Instead of ID, you will put name. Okay, so let's do that. So let's write down driver dot find element. Which element we want to find? We want to find password. So by dot password with which locator? Name locator. So that means by dot, if you click dot, see different locators are showing here. Okay, but we will use name, not ID. This time we will use name. So what is the name? Go here and copy. Name is password. Copy from here and paste here. Again send keys, because this is also a text field, right? If you will see here, what is the type? If you will see, it is also a text field. Like if you will see here, what exactly it is. It is a text field, right? We need to enter some value, right? Where we will enter some value means that will be a text field. Simple. So that time we will use send keys. For entering text in a text field, we will use send keys. Simple. So dot send keys, then we will enter the value. So what is the password value and where we will get? Password value is secret sauce. See? Because password is secret sauce. Password for all users is secret sauce. Okay, let's copy this and paste this. and let's execute this. Okay, now what we'll expect? We'll expect what? It should open the Chrome browser, maximize the Chrome browser. Next line, it will navigate to sourcedemo.com. Then after that, it will enter username as standard underscore user and password as secret underscore sauce. That should be our input or that should be our result. Okay, let's execute this and we'll see the result. Very interesting this is. Let's execute. See, to open the browser, it will maximize the browser. Then it will navigate to sourcedemo.com. It will enter username, it will enter password. Okay, it entered username. Now it will enter password. Perfect. Password is must. Perfect. Absolutely working fine. Okay. Proceed further. Very interesting topic this is. Next one is class name. Perfect. Similar way, like if you will see, targets elements by CSS class. Okay, so let's say the HTML will be button. So in button there will be a class. Class is equal to, let's say, login. I mean, say class name is equal to login space btn primary login button. Let's say like that. So how will you use? Exact same again. Instead of ID or class, you just put class name, by dot class name, and put the class name inside bracket. But here what you will do? It is a button. So in button means what is the function? You need to click. You should not enter anything. Like for example, I will tell you. Username is a text field. You need to enter. Password is a text field. You need to enter. But login, you cannot enter anything. You just need to click there. Okay. So that's why the function is you need to click. After here only you need to click. Find the button and click that. Okay, that should be the approach. Let's do this. Let's do one thing. So what we'll do? Exactly same. Click on the arrow button. Then take the arrow button to login and just click. It will show you. See? Input type is equal to submit. Class is equal to submit button btn action. So this one we required. We required a class, right? This is class. Correct. Let's do that. Class means class name, I mean. So class name is what? This one. So we'll use this one. Okay. Let's do this. What we can do? Now we enter username, we enter password. Now we need to click on login button. So let's do this. Driver dot find element by dot. See, if you will just put by dot, it will show all the locators. So now we will use no, we will not use name, will not use expire, not ID, not link state, not so basically we use class. So enter class. Okay. By dot class and put the value. What is the value? If you will see here, just copy. Okay. Copy it and paste it. And we need to do click. 1 minute. Element 1 second. By dot. Oh, okay. We need to use class name, not class. Class name. Sorry, I forgot. That's what we mentioned in the document also. Okay, class name. So what class name will provide? This one. Okay. 1 minute. Copy and paste. Okay. After that, if we will put dot, it will show click. Okay. So it is a class name, not class. Okay. Let's run this. What we expect? What could be the result? The result will be this time. Let's go one by one. It will open Chrome browser. It will open that, maximize that. Then it will navigate to sourcedemo.com. Then it will enter username. It will enter password. Then it will click on login button. Perfect. So now it is a login functionality, you can tell. Okay. Let's execute this and we will see. So after login, it will basically navigate to the home page. Let's login this. Yeah, now it is open the browser, maximize it. It will enter the username, it will enter the password. Okay, let's see what it is telling now. Okay, so this is the way we learn, right? If you make mistake, without mistake we cannot learn. So what it is telling now? Okay, fine. It is telling exception in threadman or dot OpenQA Selenium invalid selector exception. So basically we are not selecting the proper selector. That's the issue. Okay, so if you will see here, I will tell you. Let me copy this and instead of that we'll use name. Sorry, dot name by dot name and we will copy. I mean sorry, we need to paste. The name is this. Okay, then we'll click. Let's execute this and we'll see the result. Invalid selector exception. You can tell that in interview. They will ask what kind of exception you got. You can tell one of the exception is invalid selector. Open the browser, it maximize, then it will enter username, it enter password. Now it will click on login. Perfect, absolutely working fine. This pop-up is different, but it is logged in, and now we are in the home page. Absolutely working fine. Okay, let's proceed to the next locator. Okay, next locator is tag name. So tag name, when we use, let's say it identifies elements by HTML tag. Common tags like input, button, a, div, img. Okay, these are the tags we usually use. So how exactly we get? Like if you'll see here, I mean say let the tag is a. For that some specific, I mean say some specific if you want some specific, I mean say examples, we can find that also, but let's discuss how we can use the tag name. Okay, so driver.find elements, find elements. What is to find elements? So find element is find element means one element, it will return one element. Elements means it will return multiple elements. Okay, so driver.find elements by.tagname a. So how many tag having name as a? All these links. So basically a means what? This is a hyperlink. All are kind of links. So all the links will be found and it will return. So that means if it will be multiple elements, that means it will return multiple elements. Okay, or identified multiple elements. So all these multiple elements will require a list of web elements. So that's how Java concept. List of web elements links will store there. Then after that we will display system.out.println links.size. So if you remember Java concept, in list we use size. So this size will return total number of counts, like total number of links. That's how it is. Okay. So let's do one thing. What I can do. 1 minute. So definitely. One minute. Link, then link text. Okay. Partial link text. Perfect. So let's do one thing. So if you want, like, because here, let me check if there is any link. I mean, otherwise we can take some other websites helps also. So what we can do simply, this is the concept, right? If you want example, we can use Gen AI, right? We can use the AI also. So what we can do, we can go here. Let's open ChatGPT. Okay, that use also we need to understand that you are going to use in industry also. Let's acquainted with that also. So let's open ChatGPT. Then what will put just put tag name. That's how you will search. Just put paste tag name. 1 minute, I think I copied, right? We'll see here. Just copy. Okay. I think it is pasted. It's taking time. I think. Tag name. Real time. Java. Selenium. Example. Okay. Let's enter this. Let's see what ChatGPT is giving you. Because you need to use or acquainted with AI also. That's what I want to make sure, because in industry we are going to use that, right? Any AI, it might be here it is ChatGPT, like your organization might be using his own or some different Gen AI, but if you will search or acquainted with one, then you can search in others also. You can use others also, right? So here as ChatGPT is free, so we can mention with ChatGPT. That's what my intention. So what I can do, yeah, see, clearly it is given, right? It is Amazon, I think. Okay, it is given Amazon, one Amazon example. Let's execute that, or else what we can do, maybe we can, as we are putting some effort, let me put in the document itself so that you can use later also, right? So yeah, this is the real-time example. Anyway, we are putting effort. Let me save this. I'm going to share you. So okay, so what it does, let's first understand the program. Okay, basically it is a tag name example. Let's say the class name is it is given class name as tag name example. Obviously main method is there. Then after that it is opening Chrome driver, it is navigating to amazon.com. Then what it does, it find all links using tag name. Okay, how it does, driver.find elements by.tagname a, all the links, how many links are there on the Amazon. Then everything will be stored in, as I mentioned, list, because it is multiple elements, right? Find elements. So it will store in list. So list of web element links. Then after that we will find the size. How we will find the size? Size means total number of elements. It will be system.out.println total number of links, links.size. Remember list concept. So links.size. Then after that we will get the size. That means total number of links which is present on Amazon homepage. Then after that what we'll do? We'll quit the driver. Okay. Let's use this straight away. What we can do in the sake of time, that's what you will also find out and execute, right? You will be acquainted. So let's create one Java class and let's give the name as TagName example. One minute, I think I pasted right. TagName example. What we can do, let's copy this now in sake of time. Anyways, these things you are aware, right? So what I can do, instead of wasting time, let me straight away execute, because anyway we are going to practice also, right? So I don't want to, understanding is important, so that's the key which I focus. Yeah, perfect. And what we can do, let's run this and we'll see the result. Result will be total number of links which is present on amazon.com. Let's execute this. What it will do, it will open the Chrome browser, it will navigate to Amazon website, then it will find all the links and it will display the count. That means total number of links present on Amazon. That's the result we will get. Okay, let's see this. Okay, it open Amazon, then it will find all the links. Then after that, quickly it will close the browser, because we have also written driver.quit. Okay, now it is processing. Let's wait for some time. See, absolutely working fine. So it is total number of links is 370. Okay, so that's how you can utilize the GenAI also. Like for any concept you can find solution, you can find reference, you can find examples like that. That's what we are going forward. We will use GenAI. Okay, that we are going to, that will be helpful going forward when you will use in your industry. Okay, that's it for today. So we'll come up with new series.